Good day. This is video lesson 1.2 about direct variation. The learning competency is the learner translates into a variation statement a relationship between two quantities given by A table of values, B, a mathematical equation, C, graph, and vice versa. If we let x and y denote two quantities, the statement y varies directly as x, y is directly proportional to x, and the statement y is proportional to x may be translated mathematically as y equals kx, where x and y are the two variables involved, y is the dependent variable, and x is the independent variable. K is the constant of variation, or we call it constant of proportionality. In direct variation, we multiply the independent variable to the constant of variation. And getting the value of k, we have k equals y over x, and it represents the ratio between the two variables and remains constant for all values of x and y in the relationship. Let's try this. Write the equation that best describes the variation between the given variables. We will use k as the constant of variation. So in this verbal statement, we have m varies directly as n. So we will write m, and remember m is the dependent variable, and it varies to the independent variable n. Since it varies directly, we will multiply the constant of variation to the independent variable n. So we will have a mathematical equation which is m is equal to kn. Another example, the distance d that a spring will stretch varies directly as the force F applied to it. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung distance ay nag-assign na tayo ng variable which is d. And yung force ay F. Dito, ang ating distance ang dependent variable na nagva-vary directly kay F. So we will rewrite it as d equals kf. Another example, the number of liters of gasoline in a car varies directly as the distance that the car traveled. So the number of liters is denoted by L and the distance is denoted by D. So the mathematical equation we have L equals KD. Did you understand? Alright. Let's have illustrative example number 1. The table shows distance in kilometers traveled by a car in hours. So the distance is denoted by variable d and the time is denoted by variable t. These are the things we need to do. So let's have the first one. So given the table, let's determine if the table of values represents direct variation. So the first thing we need to do is to inspect the data in the table. If t is equal to 1, then d is 60. In the second one, if t is 2, d is 120. Next, if t is 3, d is 180. And if t is 4, then d is 240. What did you observe on our two variables? As the time increases, makikita naman natin na from 1, 2, 3, 4, nag-i-increase. The distance also increases from 60, naging 120, naging 180, naging 240. Therefore, it satisfies the definition of direct variation. Another thing to confirm if it is direct variation is to calculate the constant or the ratio d over t. And the first column, we have 1 and then 60. So that is 60 over 1. And if you divide it, the quotient is 60. In the second one, we have 120 over 2. And if you divide it, the quotient is also 60. In third one, we have 180 over 3. And the quotient is also 60. The last one, we have 240 divided by 4. The quotient is also 60. Therefore, the ratios are all equal to 60. So, nakakasigurado na tayo na siya ay direct variation. Para masatisfy ang direct variation, dapat yung kanyang mga variables ay parehas ng changes. Kung increases, increases pareho. Pag decreases, decreases pareho. At dapat ang kanyang ratios o yung tinatawag nating constant of direct variation ay equal. So, here are the variation statement in this given problem. So, the verbal statement, we have D varies directly as T. So, remember, D is denoted by distance and T is denoted by time. So, the mathematical equation, we have D is equals KT. In letter B, find the equation of variation. So, we know that the constant of the given problem is 60. From the mathematical equation we get, we will just change the value of K to the constant of variation, which is equal to 60, and this is our equation of variation. D equals to 60T. Then, itong equation of variation natin ang gagamitin na natin to find the unknown. Letter C, we need to identify the distance traveled after 7 hours. The unknown now is the distance. So, by using this equation of variation, D equals to 60T, sa-substitute lang natin yung value ng T, which is 7 hours dito sa ating equation of variation. So, we will have D is equals to 60 times 7. And the result is D is equals to 420. Therefore, at the speed of 60 km per hour, the distance traveled after 7 hours is 420 kilometers. Ito yung sagot doon. Now, in letter D, we need to show the graph. So, here's the graph. So, ipa-plot lang natin yung mga points nito dito sa ating Cartesian plane. So, sa una, we have 1 and 60. This is the time. And this is the distance. So, ito yung 1. So, around here, yung ating 60 kasi 50 to 100 to. Then, 2, 120. So, ito yung 2 natin from 120 around here. Yan. Then, 3, then 180. So, we have 3, tapos 180, nandito siya banda. Kasi 200 na tong linya na to. So, nandito lang. Yan. Then, 4, 240. So, we have 4, then 240, nandito lang. Okay? Then, this is the graph of direct variation. So, it is a line. A straight line. Parang sa linear function. Next, illustrative example number 2. Ngayon, hindi na table of values ang given natin, kundi isang variation statement. So, if y varies directly as x and y is equals to 42 when x is 7, we need to find the constant of variation, the equation of variation, and then we need to present a simple graph. So, first, we need to translate the variation statement into equation. At ano yung variation statement? Yun laging nauunang sentence. Yung ini-introduce niya, yung dalawang variable, at anong variation siya. So, dito sa ating example, we have y varies directly as x. We know that y vary with x, so y is the independent variable. So, dapat siya yung nandito. So, y then equals kx. Ayan, since directly, i-multiply natin yung constant sa independent variable. Then, we need to identify the constant of variation. Saan natin kukunin yung constant of variation? Doon sa susunod na statement, kung saan ibinigay niya yung value nung dalawang variables. Kasi ang hinahanap na ay constant, so k lang. So, dapat may value ang y at may value ang x. All you have to do is to substitute it. So, we have 42 equals to k times 7. Then, after that, to get the value of k, we need to eliminate 7. So, by dividing both sides by 7, 42 divided by 7 is 6, and 7 divided by 7 is 1, so ang matitira na lang ay k. So, this is the value of our constant. Pwede din natin itong baliktarin using the symmetric property of equality para hindi nakakalito. Mas Maganda kasi kung ang variable ang nasa unahan, which is k is equals to 6. Alright? Then, the next step, ang ating third step is to find the equation of variation. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang equation of variation ay nakukuha doon sa ating mathematical equation sa unahan. At ang gagawin lang natin ay papalitan natin yung value ng k. Dahil ang k natin ay 6, ito ay magiging 6 na din. So, we have y equals 6x. Since wala pa naman siyang pinapahanap hanggang dito pa lang sa equation of variation, i-present na natin yung simple graph nito. Ayan. So, nagsimula tayo ng 7 at saka 42. Ito yan. So, para mahanap natin yung iba pang mga values, gagamitin natin yung equation of variation. So, for example, ang aking susunod na value ng x ay 6. So, ang gagawin nyo, itong x na to, papalitan nyo ng 6, mumultiply nyo lang. So, 6 times 6 is 36. Susunod, 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Susunod, 4. 6 times 4 ay 24. Observe nyo yung table of values. So, yung value ng x, 7654, this is decreasing. Yung y din, 42, 36, 30, 34, decreasing din. So, ibig sabihin, siya ay direct variation nga. So, let's graph now. So, ito yung ating graph. Yung una, 742, nandyan siya. Then, 636, nandito. Yan, banda dito. 530, ito. Yan, pinakagitna na yan. Then, 424, nandito siya banda. Alright, so makakabuo pa rin ba tayo ng line? Yes. Nakabuo pa rin tayo ng isang straight line. Next, illustrative example number 3. So, if y varies directly as x and y is equals to 20 when x is 5, what is the value of y when x is 10? Anong pinagkaiba ng illustrative example number 3 natin sa example number 2? Dito ngayon, meron na tayong hinahanap na unknown variable, which is y. Pero binigay niya yung value ng x. So, paanong gagawin natin? So, ano yung unang step? Ang unang step ay i-translate natin yung variation statement into a mathematical equation. So, saan natin makikita yung variation statement na yon? So, yung pinakauna, which is y varies directly as x. Since this is directly, i-multiply lang natin yung constant. So, we have y equals kx. Ang susunod na step ay hahanapin natin yung constant of variation. Saan manggagaling yung constant of variation? Doon sa susunod nating statement, which is y equals 20 when x is 5. All you have to do is to substitute the value of y, which is 20, and x, which is 5. Then, we need to eliminate 5 to get the value of k, so we will divide both sides by 5. So, 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So, ang natira na lang ay k. So, we have k is equals to 4. This is our constant of variation. Now, to get the equation of variation, yung pinakamadali, all you have to do is to get the mathematical equation dun sa pinakauna at papalitan nyo lang yung value ng k. Siya ay magiging 4. Kaya ang ating variation of equation ay y equals 4x. Next, yung pinakahuli nating step ay hanapin na ang unknown. So, ang unknown nga ay y. Ibig sabihin, dito sa ating equation of variation, ito yung matitira. Tapos, isa-substitute nyo lang yung value ng x, which is 10, dito kay x. So, magiging y equals 4 times 10, and that is 40. So, therefore, in this given problem, y is 40 when x is 10. Next example is, if m is proportional to n. So, makikita nyo dito, walang nakalagay kung directly ba siya o hindi. So, usually, kapag nakalagay lang is proportional to, ay laging direct variation na yan. M equals to 6 when n is 4. We need to identify the unknown variable n when m is 30. So, first step tayo ulit. Translate the variation statement. Ano nga ulit yung variation statement? This one. So, m is proportional to n. Since m is the dependent variable, so siya yung nasa una. And multiply the constant and the independent variable. So, we have m equals to kn. So, next step is to find the constant of variation. Gamit ulit ito, yung kumpleto. Dapat may value yung m, may value yung n. Dapat yung k lang ang walang value. So, we have 6 equals to k times 4. Let's divide the equation by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So ang matitira na lang ay k. And how about 6 over 4? 6 is not divisible by 4. Hindi magiging exact yung ating sagot dito. So ang gagawin lang natin ay tayo ay maglo-lowest term. So let's divide 6 over 4 by 2 over 2. Since sila ay divisible by 2, so the answer is 3 over 2. This is the constant of variation. So by getting the equation of variation, ganun pa din, we will just get the mathematical equation dun sa unahan and then substitute the value of k. Next is to solve the unknown. Ang unknown nga natin ulit ay n at nagbigay siya ng value ng m. So we have 30 equals to 3 over 2n. So since hindi nga natin pwedeng i-divide yung 3 sa 2, ang gagawin na natin na mas madaling technique ay yung ating denominator i-multiply natin dun sa kabilang equation. So, magiging 30 times 2, then yung natitira sa numerator ay yun ang i-multiply natin dito sa ating unknown variable. So, magiging 3n. So, ang 30 times 2 is 60 equals to 3n. Then, eliminate natin yung 3 by dividing the equation by 3. So, cancel out na natin 3 kasi 1 na yan. Ang natira na lang ay n. Then, 60 divided by 3 is 20. So therefore, in this given problem, n is 20 when m is 30. Did you get it? In illustrative example number 5, the table shows the price of a liter of gasoline given as 45 pesos. Take note of the mathematical statement or mathematical equation. Sabi dito, that is P equals KL. So, siya ay direct variation. So, let's verify. So, ang quantity ng ating liters ay increasing. So, from 1 naging 5. At ang price niya from 45 naging 225. Then, finding the constant of variation, pipili lang kayo ng isa na ordered pair na gusto nyo. Pwedeng 145, 290, and so on. So, sa akin, ang pinili ko ay 2 and 90. So, finding the variation, so P is 90, L is 2, so dividing both sides by 2, so K is equal to 45. Ito yung ating constant of variation. And, of course, the equation of variation na magagamit natin to solve for the unknown is P is equals to 45L. Yan, yung K natin pinalitan lang ng 45. So, meron tanong, what would be the result on the price if the quantity of gasoline were doubled? So, for example, we have 2 and 90. Gagawin nating doble yung quantity ng liters of gasoline. So, ang gasoline na to ay magiging 4. So, ano ang naging price? 180. So, let's verify kung tama ba yung nasa table of values natin. So, P is equal to 45L. Ang ating L ay naging 4 na. So, we have now 4. Then, 45 times 4 is 180. So, tama. So, na-verify na natin. Tama. Ngayon, pansinin nyo, anong nangyari sa price? From 2, naging 4 siya. Nadoble kasi siya. Ngayon, from 90, naging 180 na siya. Ang nangyari sa price ay dumoble din. The price will also double. Next, what would happen to the price if the number of liters of gasoline became half? So, 290 ulit ang ating example. Naging half naman, nakalahati ngayon yung number of liters of gasoline natin. So, from 2, siya ay magiging 1. Ang sabi sa table, siya ay naging 45. So, tignan natin. Let's verify. So, kung ang ating L daw ay naging 1, so siya ay 45. So, tama. Ngayon, pansinin nyo ano ngayong nangyari. Nung nakalahati yung liters of gasoline natin, anong nangyari sa price? Okay. Siya ay naging kalahati din. The price of gasoline will also become half. Okay, bakit kaya ganun? Kasi nga, this is direct variation. Kung ang isang variable naging half, yung second variable magiging half din. Okay? So, study hard. Thank you. I hope may natutunan ka dito sa ating video lesson.